We are live, fellas.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi. How are y'all?
I'm not saying it was Xenos, but it was Xenos.
Xenos where? Purge the alien!
No.
Purge the alien!
Heresy.
Death to the false emperor.
Shut up.
Blood for the blood god.
Dirty and unclean. Yay!
For the greater good.
Ew.
Ugh.
Whoa. Get out. Go.
Aw.
Stupid fish man.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's squeaking from Fishman voice.
I know. You know the best part is what we'll have to do to him?
What?
Cleanse it with fire.
Sushi.
So we do have an announcement. We are 3 years of FNP Wargamers. That's a thing.
3 whole years.
3 years. I started FNP Wargamers.
Announcement.
Dang, that is huge. 3 years.
That's pretty good.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
Thanks, man. It couldn't be where it is without you guys, though.
I know. Without the guys who subscribe to our channel and make our lives fun.
That's
That is
right.
true.
Sorry, I'm eating grapes. I'm hungry. Gods eat grapes.
I love that Space Marine in the background.
Yeah, he's pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Someone who loves you must have got it.
Yep. Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
Wait, what?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
So,
I got Ben a rule book, so I got him like socks, Warhammer type of socks.
No. You got him like from a computer standpoint, you know, since we all work in IT, you got him like the CPU, motherboard, RAM, and video card. You got him like the essentials. Moving forward, you know what Ben had? He just had a case. He just had this like beautiful case because he has these beautiful salamanders. It was like a case. And he was like, "This case is awesome. It's got LEDs. It's got 14,000 fans in it. It's got a cool system, liquid cooled, all this other stuff." I'm like, "Hey, what kind of CPU and RAM and motherboard you got?" And video card. He's like, "I forgot about that."
Wait,
I just sit there and pretend to play video games. He's like, ooh, Skyrim. Yeah.
That's what he did.
So you guys know, Ben is not at home. He is traveling for the holidays right now. And so right now his microphone's messed up, so he's making a squeak noise every
I
time he
still don't know what
talks.
you're talking about.
It's a nurgling.
I can't hear it.
There's nurgling in his laptop.
Oh my
Gremlin.
god. Oh, so good.
So let's get back on topic for Warhammer 40,000.
Yes.
Jonathan, is there anything interesting you saw in any videos?
Man,
7 Days of Nurgle.
I saw the 7 days of Nurgle and I shed tears of happiness. It was so good. And then my wallet shed tears of sadness because I thought I was done spending that.
So I have one question, Jonathan.
Yes.
Since it looks like this wonderful kit, you can build 3 different grandfathers of Nurgle.
Don't say it.
How many kits are you buying?
I don't want to buy 3. I will magnetize it.
You can build 5 different beasts of Nurgle.
Oh yeah, the Beast of Nurgle too. I forgot about the Beast of Nurgle.
I know.
Was that on the 4th day? The 4th day, 4 Beast of Nurgles?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Greater Demon, oh my god, that looks. I have to admit, it looks better than the Forge World one.
Dude, a Nurgle in the Blight Tree? Come on. I have to have that.
I know.
Oh, God.
It's all these new Nurglings. They're freaking awesome.
I know, dude.
I want like 5 of the ones that are on his base with the sword. I want
You do the sword and the armor? I was like, dude, I don't know. Is that better than Sassy Nurgling?
No. Nothing tops Sassy Nurgling. Nothing tops Sassy.
Nothing.
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 No, nothing can top the sassy Nurgle. Sorry, it's impossible.
Well, this one's badass nurgling.
Yeah, that's just I have a badass sword. I'm gonna slice you in half, Nurgling.
That's what I want on my Nurgling. When I have Nurgling bases, those are the kind of Nurglings I want.
I know.
The only thing I want to know about the Greater Demon and Nurgle with the bell, what is the stat line on the bell?
Oh.
Because it's going to be wicked. It's got to be wicked. You're going to get smashed by a bell.
Maybe
Yeah.
similar to the plague. What is it? The Blight Callers. No,
Yeah, okay.
they got with the bell. Maybe it's a leadership penalty.
Oh,
Wow.
maybe. Do you think they're going to be a Death Guard?
Okay, either I dropped or they all dropped.
I'm here.
Did I drop?
No, I can see you, Felipe. I can see Ben. I can't see Jonathan. Oh, there's Jonathan.
Oh, okay.
Hey, am I back?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back.
Yes,
You're back.
This time.
That
No,
was
there goes.
interesting.
I don't think it was my fault this time.
You're so squeaky.
Damn it!
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Damn it, squeak.
You know what's funny? He's actually a little salamander. He just squeaks all the time.
I know. Dude, it sounds like a
Salamanders
marker.
don't squeak.
You do.
I can't even hear it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ben, it sounds like if you're writing a marker on a whiteboard and you hit the hard, it goes eat. That's what but it goes with your voice. So you're like, I can't eat. And right when you word it, I mean, I can hear what you're saying, but it's hilarious.
Like, can you understand me at least?
We understand you, and we laugh at you.
So nothing different, right?
No, actually, it's more to me.
Oh,
Are you crying? Are you seriously crying?
yes.
Oh, God.
Just remember, we're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
Ben, stop talking.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Wow. Ben is just a riot today.
oh gosh, Ben, that's so good.
So let's see here. Is there anything else we wanted to talk about? Did you want to talk about the new? It looked like they're new plague bearers too as well.
Yes. So the new plague bearers, they're so quick on it. I know people freeze framed it. Dude, they look really good.
I know.
They look really good. All the new models look amazing.
Free donk.
Yes, they are really good. They're stepping up their game for sure.
Well, the models need.
Really?
How long has it been?
Say what?
How long have these plague bearers that we've had? How long? 3, 4 editions, 5 editions now?
Yeah, that's true.
They have been out for quite some time.
Yeah,
But they're still really good models. That's the most amazing thing is they're redoing models that are already good.
I know.
What model do you think needs it most?
I think the new ones are way better.
But I'm trying to type, dude.
I don't know what you want me to do.
I mean, what model needs to be redone the most from the Nurgle line?
Abaddon.
No,
Oh,
just from any.
Nurgle line. Nothing really. I mean, the Greater Demon of Nurgle did need to be redone. I mean, let's be honest.
There wasn't one.
Got
before.
the, next will be Slanesh, of course. They're going to redo Slanesh.
You really think that Slanesh is next? Slanesh never got any love for a long time.
Well, Slanesh is kind of like a landmine when it comes to making models for kids.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to, do something very different with the Demonettes and everything if they want to redo them. But, yeah, that's a problem with Slanesh is it is a very iffy subject.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll?
Yep. It worked better in the 80s and 90s. Now, not so much. Everything's going to be a little more politically correct.
I was going to say PC, yeah.
So, hey Felipe, are
Yes.
are you in IT as well?
Yes, I am. Well, I used to be, but yeah, I'm trying to get back in.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So sorry, Mike. Mike on the chat was asking if we were IT. So I think we all are pretty much.
Yay!
Yay, bunch of nerds.
Solidarity.
Squeak! Solidarity.
Does it only squeak sometimes?
Yes.
It
Just
squeaks. No, it
Every
pretty
time.
much squeaks all the time.
dude, but it's not every single time, so it's like certain times he talks. That's why it catches you off guard. It's so good.
It
Oh,
is
great.
genius.
Oh, so yes.
I'm glad it makes you happy.
I know, man. I'm sorry. It's just funny. You'll laugh when you see it when we post this.
So did y'all get to see the 2017 review from
I did.
GW every single month of everything they released?
Yep.
I don't know about y'all. It's pretty darn amazing that they've actually released that much over the last past year.
It is. It is. You
I
know,
mean-
2017 marks a good year, I think, for GW because they have gone above and beyond. They've created the Warhammer community. They've started reaching out, listening to players instead of just running it like it was a business before. Now they're running it like a business with care.
Yep.
They care more about the fan base now, and they're listening and starting to come back into the events like they were because they probably seen that at a point they became such a cold, hard exterior that was just a company, and you're like, okay, they just class or models, you know.
Yep.
And then they started being like, oh, you know what? We're seeing the profits drop. The profit share was dropping. And they're like, we need to change something. So they revamped it and they made it focus on us, which it kind of should be because we're the ones that keep supporting the hobby. You know?
I gotta say, I really respect that.
Yeah.
Drew squeaks a lot.
It squeaks a lot. That's me.
Oh my God, are you on a different computer?
No,
Are you on a different? Did you hook up a different camera?
it's my new camera.
So
Is-
it just randomly squeaks.
Is
You're
the
like,
volume
brand
coming through the
new.
camera?
Seriously, I had no idea.
It's all right, Ben. It's fine. We can understand you. It's just added hilarity to your talking.
I'm already hilarious, so it's good, right?
Yes.
Yep. So good. Added hilarity.
Oh God.
I need to find one of those squeaky chickens for him now.
Dude, that's what I thought he was doing. And then he's not doing anything. And it just adds to it. Like, I wish I can add that as a feature. Like, I want to add that squeak as a feature.
Are you gonna be upset when I fix it?
Say what? Yeah, I'll be a little upset when you fix it. But I'm sure everyone else is like, dude, what is that? Is he squeaking a dog
So
toy?
good. So good.
Anyway, sorry. That's not the 30-minute part yet where we just go on a tangent. So,
Yeah. All right, back on subject.
Yes, back on subject. So Ben, out of 2017, what was your favorite thing that GW released or did? This last
Me?
year. Yeah, you, Ben.
Honestly, I don't even play. I don't even play Death Guard. I know I'm squeaking and it's making me crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm so freaking sorry. Oh, okay.
I don't play Death Guard yet. I'm thinking about it, but all those Death Guard models are amazing, and I'm really Mortarion, dude. Such an amazing model. Like seriously, I'm a huge fan. I really kind of want one, but they're super expensive. So I don't know. Maybe someday. I can
So,
hear you.
after Sir Squeaks a lot, what was your favorite thing so far that I think this year, Felipe?
For myself,
Yes, you. For yourself.
I'll just say it flat out. 8th edition, just the basic core rules that they put out. Way better.
Touche.
I think they took the game. They actually looked at problems that they had before. They stepped it up. I mean, yes, people are going to complain, so forth, oversimplification here and there, but look at how healthy the game is right now compared to 6th and 7th. It's a huge, by leaps and bounds. There's a lot of people coming back to the game that got disgruntled in 6th and 7th. To me, I think just the core rules out, that in itself was probably the best thing that they had done.
Can I take back my answer? Because
Nope.
because I played about 2 games, maybe a game and a half of 7th, and that was my introduction to Warhammer. And Jonathan had to explain everything I was rolling every time, and I had no idea what was going on. I'm rolling handfuls of dice, and I'm like, "Am I doing good?" And he's like, "You're doing really good." I'm like, "I don't feel like I'm doing good." And then 8th came about, and like it clicked, and I understood what was happening, and it seemed so much easier, so much more simple, and I really enjoyed it.
Very true. Jonathan, so what's your favorite take so far?
Well, obviously Death Guard, besides 8th edition, of course. And it's really, I'm excited. I had said for years that once Death Guard gets released, I'm buying one of everything. And I did. And more than one of everything.
Yeah,
break up anybody else?
painting project for 2018.
Yeah, I know. That was just the extra stuff that I didn't paint.
Very cool, very cool. So for me, y'all know I'm the fluff bunny of the group, so I think it was the storyline. This was the first time since I started playing in 3rd edition that they've actually moved the storyline forward. I mean, you had Gilman come back, you had Mortarion, Magnus, just the whole lot of it, just the actual storyline moving forward, huge rift in the middle of the universe. Every single thing that's been going on in the 40k universe was huge storyline-wise. Just to be able to have that done is just, I think, tremendous on GW's part. I think now is like the golden age of 40k. I think when it comes to storyline, rules, every single thing they've done so far this year has been actually tremendous. And I just think it's been pretty cool this year so far.
I agree.
Yeah, I do too. I'm a new player, but the community's pretty awesome. The game is freaking awesome. The models that are coming out are really good. Like, I've got ancient Space Marine models, and I've got new Space Marine models, and the difference is astounding.
Yep.
Like, the plastic that's coming out is incredible. All the Death Guard stuff, the definition and just the quality of the models was insane.
Yeah.
You are right, Ben. Very, very true.
I agree.
Are you guys waiting for? Am I still squeaking? Like, you're not laughing, so I don't know
No,
what's
you
happening.
kind of stopped squeaking. I guess it fixed.
Yeah, it may have fixed itself, so that's good.
Yay!
So, Jonathan,
Yes.
Felipe, Ben,
Yes.
what did y'all think about the rumor that I guess Warhammer on the Twitch feed confirmed that there's going to be 2 Primarchs coming out in this next year that have never had a model released?
Yep. I'm
What do
excited.
y'all think that could be?
What's only a handful of ones, right? And that are dead?
Does that include 30K models?
I would say so.
What? Who is that? I mean, off the top of my head, I can't list who doesn't have a model who's not dead.
So I'll name it. So
What's that?
Epic, they released all the Demon Primarchs, right? So we can throw all the Demon Primarchs out. They've never released a model for Alfarius, right?
Ooh.
They've never released a model for Lionel Johnson or Rogel Dorn. And those are the 3. I'm pretty sure those are the only 3 they've never released a Primarch model for.
And Russ did have a model way back in the day.
Yep.
A little small one, but it was Russ.
It was Russ.
Now, you're not including 30K models, though, right? Because
No, I am including 30K. If you look at all the Primarchs for 30K.
Alfarius has a model.
There is for 30K.
And then you can also say, Sanguinius. You could also say Sanguinius.
But he's dead.
But he's dead. Or
Aw,
is he,
poor Blood Angels.
is he going to get rejuvenated? I mean, there was the story about, the guy thinking he was Sanguinius and popped off wings and shit, and then they found he was a demon or some shit, and they all tried to kill him. So I don't know that was fiction in the 40k universe, so it'll be interesting. But I mean, it is true they haven't released a Sanguinius model, or I forgot all about the Khan.
There go call.
They did make a Khan model though. They made them for that big 30k diorama, but it was a fan made model. Same thing with Sanguinius. But GW's never released a model for the Khan, Sanguinius, Lionel Johnson, Rogaldorn, and Alfarius.
Ooh.
Well, no matter what, they're going to release Alfarius anyway.
Yep.
Everybody's Alfarius.
Yeah.
I'm Alfarius.
I mean, because he's supposed to be the size, he's supposed to be just a head taller than the normal Legionnaire, too. So he wouldn't be that much of a bigger dramatic. But
So,
I mean, I guess it could be as a demon Primarch.
Yep.
But he didn't really, there was
So
never any
Primaris
mention
Primarch?
more in the 30k fluff that he's gone demon, though. So, which will be interesting. But I'm hoping for two.
That's because Alfarius did nothing wrong.
Well, we don't know what he's really done wrong at all right now, because he's all kind of up in the air.
Did they?
But he did try to attack Terra, so yeah, we'll see.
You think they're
Well,
It's going to be either Lionel
I mean,
Johnson
that's
and
what
Dorn.
I like so much about it.
That way I can have two Primarchs, because I have both armies.
That's true.
What do you think of that one, Ben?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If Russ gets a model, I'm fairly likely to pick up Space Wolf's army. Be completely honest. I'm going to bandwagon the shit out of it, and get a Russ and a Space Wolves army for a couple of reasons. One, when I started playing, I was Tau, and I was like, oh, assaulting's dumb. I'm all about shooting anyway. And then I started playing Salamanders and other assaulty types, and I was like, this is the best. This is where it's at. And it is kind of uncontested that Space Wolves are the best melee army in the game. So,
Okay, so you're gonna sell your White Scars?
are you gonna sell your, I don't know, pick an army?
Not a big army you haven't painted yet.
Ooh. Let me see.
Actually, if I get it, I'll probably. So what I'm probably gonna do is I've got a huge stack of Magic cards in the room with me, and I'm probably gonna try and trade those for a painted Space Wolves army.
Dude, you know what? I actually traded not even a crap ton, just a handful of really good rares for a dude Space Wolf army. And then I traded that for an entire Eldar army. And then I traded half of that and sold it, which bought another army. Which one? I can't remember. Anyway.
Army juggling.
Yeah, dude, it worked. I traded up for it. You know what I mean? But yeah,
So-
for sure, hit up those Magic sites. There's people who are looking to trade 40k stuff.
You'll have to send me some of those because I'm really. You were the one that told me about that because I was just gonna sell my Magic stuff outright. Cards. Let's sell those too. Give me models.
The trade.
Make them painted.
You probably
Either
get
that, or maybe I'll find a local painter in Houston that'll take payment in Pokemon cards. What do you think the odds are?
Did you say Pokemon cards?
He did say Pokemon cards.
Yes. I was offered.
You may do it. Jonathan?
I still have a Pokemon deck. I didn't
We
do
should
it.
play. We should play live on the channel. I'll make
I
some
did.
decks and we can play Pokemon live on the channel.
Okay, well, I played it when it came out. The very first one, Red and Blue, came out. I played Pokemon cards because I was still a kid. And I used to go to Toys R Us and play and get little badges because I kicked ass. Now, I kept that deck because it had a name and everything. It was named Psychic Rain. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I took that deck and I just kept it. And I sold all the other Magic cards. Like I had a whole binder. And I sold on eBay for super cheap. And I really am upset at myself because all of them are worth a lot of money now. And
Wait,
I
Magic
have
or
like, Pokemon. And then
I've got some good ones.
yeah, so I sold that on eBay. And then I got really heavy into Magic. Once after Magic, I super heavy. Ben knows how heavy I was in Magic. I still, dude, how many decks did I say I dismantled? And I still have 21, 22? And
I am still scarred by Jonathan's Magic because when we were living together, I would come home from work, and he would always get off before me. And I'd come home, and he'd be like, "I've got this new deck I've been working on all day. Oh, you want to play?" And I'd be like, "Sure, I'll play." And he's like, "Turn 2." He's like, "Oh, all right, so I get to take over your turn." I'm like, "Okay, that's weird." And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna do this, this." And I was like, "Dude, that sucks." And he's like, "And now my turn, and I get to take over your turn." And I do this. And I'm like, "Man, that's rough." And he goes, "All right, it's my turn." And he's like, "And then I get to take over your turn." And I'm like, "Second." And this guy is sitting there just Googling master combos. And if he wasn't Googling them, he was just going through his entire giant stack of ancient cards like, "Oh, if I put this one with this one, I can kick Ben's ass even harder." And that was what he did all day. Well, I worked.
So now he does it with 40K.
And that's what he does in 40K.
So
I don't
So
do
I'm
what's
sitting
happening
at
for
home.
Ben, I have a question for you. Is that why you always want to like just beat the
Yes.
shit out of Jonathan whenever we play 40K
or Pathfinder.
or Pathfinder?
Yep.
When like you totally
To
ruined
be
our entire
completely-
mission when you're like, all I could see was Jonathan's stupid face, and so I decided to cuss him out. And I was like, okay, there goes the whole plot line of our whole freaking story.
You know the best part, Ben? Travis was like, "No, go back to the bag," because like they did a whole session of trying to get to her, and like that just happened, and you show up, and you're like, "I'm gonna ruin everything," and they're like, "Stop it! Just go back in the bag. You're ruining it."
TJ, to answer your question about the Warhammer, about 112% yes.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of magic PTSD. Like Jonathan can attest to this. Like magic, mostly because he kicked my ass so hard at magic.
So that's why you want to kick his ass all the time. And when me and you play, you're like, hey, let's have some fun and roll some grab.
Yeah, he took something I loved and then he like just smashed it in the ground, so I just kind of want to repay him.
Hey, Jonathan, Travis just posted in chat, Osseteer should have stayed in the bag.
Nice.
Oh, harsh. Hey, but
Travis
wants
said,
a
card game
Pokemon
battle soon, please.
We can make a Pokemon battle happen.
How? I don't. But the deck's not complete. It's just.
Like I have a shoebox full of
gosh.
Pokemon cards.
I don't know how to play, man. I forgot. The rules probably changed.
Dude, if you can figure out how to play Warhammer, which is arguably one of the most complex games I've ever freaking seen in my entire life, handle Pokemon, which is designed at like ages 7 and up.
But I still can't even play Warhammer right.
I believe he's going to say he's got Pokemon cards too.
Yeah, I've got actually a couple of decks.
Oh.
Current decks. Current.
All right, so we're going to have a new section after Lost in the Warp and Mortal Wounds. It's going to be, I don't know, something Pokemon. And
Yeah.
we're going to make this happen.
Oh, gosh.
Well, guys, I guess during those, I will be not playing.
Yeah.
You guys hear this? TJ's too cool for Pokemon.
No. TJ's going to be sitting there and be like, "Oh, no way. That happened? How did you... Oh.
Yes, you can videotape and narrate.
I'll narrate.
He just played his third Pikachu of the game, and if he has one more electric energy, then Jonathan is in for a world of hurt.
No. TJ broadcasting would be like, "So the electric mouse, I don't know what happened. Well, I don't know. Something happened.
Or like
What is this?
Australian narrations.
A turtle with squirt guns? Okay. And that happened.
One card just peed on another card. Some turtle and peed on some other guy.
Apparently, because it was like electricity and water, it was extra effective. I don't know.
And some guy just died because he was breathing bubbles at the other guy.
Yeah. So that would be pretty accurate.
So this is going to happen because Travis has got. So just prepare yourself. It's happening.
Oh, God,
Maybe it'll be
Travis. No, Travis.
Maybe it'll be like just a one-time event where we'll have a battle. We'll each make our own decks, and then we'll just see who the FNP Pokemon champion is. Who's the FNP Pokemon master?
Oh, God. I'm going to say it's going to be Jonathan. Jonathan will pull it out. He'll be victorious.
That's because Jonathan will sit there and research it into the freaking ground, and he will make the best deck he can.
Mhm.
And then TJ's just going to be like, I don't care. And then me and Felipe are going to be going head to head. And Felipe will probably kick my ass because Felipe is really tactical and smart about stuff like that. And then it'll be Jonathan and TJ. And then Jonathan will just draw shit cards, and then Felipe will win. And I'll just, yes.
Niles said, "What are we talking about?" Oh.
We don't even know if we are so off track right now.
Ben is trying to find a game he can beat Jonathan at.
He does.
Well, that's easy. That's easy. I got the game we can beat Jonathan at. Right here, Bears versus Babies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Your squeak came back.
No!
Okay, back to 40K.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, we end up doing this, guys who are watching. We try to stick 30 minutes good on a topic, and then we end up somehow just getting in a hangout tangent and talking about nonsense. Well, it's gaming nonsense, but nonsense nonetheless.
So let's get back on the topic of 40K. It squeaks a lot. So back on the topic of 40K. So me and Jonathan are getting ready for LVO.
Yes, we are.
And this Saturday, last Saturday, well, the previous Saturday, we played a new game. I played my LVO list, and Jonathan played his LVO list. So that will drop on Friday. But what did you learn about your army on that day, Jonathan?
Okay, well, without giving spoilers out for Friday's video, what I learned was I have a hard time handling armor. Well, a lot of armor. Now, that will happen, and you'll probably see that a lot because, again, I think Predators are a good price for what they do. They're very cheap. When I pointed it out and I put it on the list, I was like, they're 190 points? Why would you never not bring this? Anyway, point being, I'm now converting 2 Vindicators into a Las Cannon Predator, and I'm also building a Las Cannon Predator and having it painted in a month. Probably Slanesh, actually.
Why don't you just paint it up Nurgle, man?
I was thinking about it, but
You're playing Black Legion, man.
You've got a point.
That's the best thing about Black Legion. You can take anything in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to match. That's the best part.
You're right. I'll probably just do Death Guard. It's easier to paint.
Yeah, it would look really good.
That way you can throw it in your normal Death Guard army.
Yes, Jason, we're talking about LVO now because we're actually been preparing for it. And we've been practicing. We're actually going to try to do well this year. Where, you know, on the other hand, it was just like, I think I got my list together. And then we go play it at the tournament. And I'm still looking up rules. I'm like, oh, shit, what was my combo? And this time I want to be a little more prepared, test my list. And we've been doing test games with battle reports and stuff. So I'm revamping my list again to make up for the armor lack thereof. I did have those Mauler Fiends. I pitched them. I love Mauler Fiends. But, however, I don't know what I'm going to do against a flyer. If that was my only armor taken care of, piece of something, they're not going to punch something in the air. So I was kind of relying on something that just punches. And it wouldn't have done well. You know, especially if I had a heavy flyer list, I'd been kind of SOL. You know?
Punch.
Yeah, pretty much. But it wouldn't be happening because it'd be missing.
I know. And you know what? I'm not going to talk about the list I played, Jonathan, because I want to unveil it on the channel.
Yeah.
For the battle report.
Yeah.
So everyone can actually see what I brought.
It is very good. It's actually really
good. You know what I'm gaming for? I'm hoping that I can face Lawrence from Tabletop Tactics and Ace Face. That's who I want to play.
Whoa.
Those 2 guys. And if I can beat those 2 guys, I'll be happy.
You have to do really good just to get to where
they're
going to be. Unless you get random matchup.
That's what I'm hoping, like the random first or second turn, I get random matchups.
But TJ, let me ask you this. Do you really want to lose your first game?
Why would I lose anything? I'm coming to LVO to win, baby. I'm not going to help anyone this time. I'm not going to tell people they forgot to shoot shit. Tell people they forgot to move.
Good.
No, I'm going to do it anyways. You know I am.
Don't. No, pretend you're playing me. Remember when you got really upset, you're like, you move that. No, you don't go back.
You're right. I saw that.
That is exactly what you need to do.
But what did I do during this last battle report?
Same thing.
No spoilers.
Same thing. No. We're just talking about TJ's strictness because he moved. He was like, oh, I moved. And so he abided by his own rule.
I did. But then what did I do next time? I'm like, Jonathan, don't forget to use this combo and then try this. And you're like, ooh, I should do that. And I was just like, damn it, I'm helping him win.
Well, you helped me with a combo that I screwed up myself already, to be fair. So,
But I see that as being that's helping TJ prepare himself, because then he kind of knows what he's going against.
true.
Oh, okay, it's okay, baby.
Whatever teeth coming out.
Got
Losing a tooth?
Loose tooth.
Nice.
Tooth fairy. Maybe it'll bring her a nerdling.
No. I don't want any nurglings in the house. I already got 2 dogs. They stink enough.
All right, Jason said he's heading out because I guess we're talking about LVO, but hey, man, stick around. We're going to be talking about more stuff, obviously. But, yeah, LVO is the key thing because FNP actually wants to do well this year.
Yep.
And you'll be seeing us a little more, too. We worked out with the LVO group, and we're going to be participating in a lot more things as the channel. So, really exciting.
Yep. More information on that to come as we get closer to LVO.
Oh, and Jason, before you go, drop us a line. Give us some topics you'd like to see us talk about, so that we make sure we brush on something you want to hear.
Yep.
And hopefully in the future we got, because we can always use feedback for what you guys want to hear.
But I'll probably do like next Sunday. What I'll do is I'll put right before New Year's and everything. I'll put on a pin tab on our FNP page on Facebook. So we'll say, hey, what topics y'all want to hear about? So y'all can go and list some topics and stuff. So next time we do the live feed, we'll hit up those topics in the last 30 minutes of Nothing News come out.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. But on that note, so yeah, the road to LVO, and then anything else going on y'all's boat anything going on with you or Ben or Felipe? Y'all are doing right now in the 40k universe? Any units y'all are working on, or any armies y'all are thinking about working on right now?
Well, I just had Father Nurgle drop off a bunch of little presents yesterday, so I've been working on my Blight Haulers, my new Death Guard Terminators, and my 3rd unit of Noise Marines.
So if you actually had a game with the Blight Haulers?
Not yet. Well, I had a small game. I had a small 52-point power level. I just wanted to throw them on the table, see how they handled. Fought against a Space Wolf player, and those guys work really well with the fetid bloat drones.
Ooh.
They've got the advantage of their toughness being vehicles, high wounds, 8 and 10 wounds respectively. The Blight Haulers. Not taking the penalty of the hit on the move, and if you have 3, getting the +1 to hit is both in range and melee, makes them hitting on 3s.
Yeah, I read that. If you bring 3, right, you get +1 added to your hit roll. And I was like, oh, that makes that hitting on 4s way different.
Yeah.
Even hitting on 4s, they're strength 6 in melee. They average around 3 attacks a pop, I believe. So it's still good, and they have a penalty of 1 to be hit. So when your opponent swings in there with a Thunderhammer, thinking, "Oh, this is going to be easy to crack open," no, you need 5s to hit, buddy.
Even in close combat?
Yes, -1 to hit.
Just -1, not just shooting.
Both shooting and combat, and with the units that are completely within 7 inches of them, gain cover.
Oh wow!
Yeah, dude, I saw that cover bubble, and I was like, oh my goodness, my zombies are going to be super happy.
Well, when
That's Blight Hauler?
what's even going to be funnier is when you just shove them down his throat, all 3 of them, just stick them in his face. He blows one up. Oh, how many? Roll 4 better. Guess what? Every unit within 7 inches, or is it 6, takes a mortal wound. 4 up.
Ooh, I like. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to be bigger. I thought they were going to be bigger.
I thought they were going to be bigger too, but when I built them, I was like, oh.
They're smaller than the Hellbrutes.
Yeah, they are.
And that's what I like. It's easier for them to hide them behind walls, small wall, rubble, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. They got a big base, but they're really easy to hide because they're just short, squatty. Dude, they're fast too. That's the fastest thing we got now besides the plague drones.
What's the speed?
10.
So how is the kit though? I mean, considering there's no glue, right?
I didn't glue mine at all just to see if they'd stick together. Nothing has popped off. Everything's done perfectly.
I did the same thing. The only part that I did, I built everything and I was moving around and stuff. The only part I glued, and I knew it would change if I glued it to the base because I got to do the base before I put base them on there first. But you know that joint on the two tractors up front, and it goes underneath the arm there that plugs in there. I just glued the spot there because it was really loose.
Gosh.
In fact, one was too tight. Sit there with my X-Acto knife and carve it out a little bit so it'd slide in.
Oh, okay.
Now, there's two pegs on the front of those two tracks that slide into the, I guess it's the track guards coming
The
back.
shield, yeah, the shield bit, yeah.
Those things, even if you put it on the base first, which makes it easier, lining them up with the holes for those is kind of a pain.
Yeah, I was having trouble with that as well, but I figured I was like, I'll get to them when I actually, move to the base. So once I glue them down, I think it'll be all right.
The only, I think, problem that you could possibly come across is the back wheel cover. There's that line. Even if you do a real good job sanding it and taking out any of the flash, it still doesn't quite line up on all three of mine. You can tell a little tiny gap there.
Yeah. Are you talking about the armpit bit, right?
No. The back, the guard for the rear wheel, the mud flap or whatever.
Oh, mine fit fine.
Mine line. I was like, I'm gonna have to putty this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the great thing about Nurgle, though. You can putty anything. It looks like it was meant to be there.
Yes, that is why I really want to do a Death Guard army. I mean,
so many projects.
I know. It's almost like I have these friends that have so much stuff, and I'm like, I want to have so much stuff too. I just started. I'm going to bite off way more than I can chew, and then I'm going to get ridiculed endlessly for liking the hobby.
What are you talking about?
I know, right? Look at him.
So
Look,
bitter.
look,
It's like we're playing Pathfinder again, and he's just going to be mad at us for nothing.
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Man.
It's my face.
He just sees your face, and he's like, I don't understand. Screw you, stupid princess, royal lady, F you. That's exactly what he did. He just saw Jonathan talk and was just like, magic, Warhammer, I hate you.
Dude, we were in the military together, and I don't think the military caused PTSD. I think I did.
For Ben?
Yeah.
Maybe all the late night smashings you did on him.
Dude, it was pretty bad at times. I mean, I think I got him to quit Magic.
So I just did not have. I was like, oh, this is a great idea. I've got a bunch of these cards. They'd make a good deck, and I put them together, and I didn't understand how to get the synergy that Jonathan could get. I didn't understand how to cut the fluff and the chaff out, because I was like, oh, I really like this card. I want to fit it in, even though it wasn't efficient. Jonathan was much, much better at that than I was. And, and he had a lot more passion for it. I just wanted to play the stupid game. I didn't have the patience to deck build. And he told me all the time, build a better deck. Sit down and brew a good deck. And I couldn't do it. I didn't have the patience. I didn't care. And then I got pissed when I get my ass handed to me. And what do you expect? So that kind of led to me quitting Magic. And then I started playing again. But with Warhammer, knowing that I was moving out here, knowing that I was coming into this hobby, I came out and I said, all right, if you're going to play against Jonathan, you're going to have to put a lot of effort into this. And you know what? I actually really enjoy putting the effort into it.
Uh-oh.
The gremlins are attacking. Oh, Nurglings.
Did he freeze? He froze.
What?
You froze. You said,
no.
I really like his sure.
Yes. And my whole drive out across the country just now, I was sitting there talking to myself, like, all right, so if I throw a chaplain in there instead of a chapter master, because most of my focus is going to be on close combat, and I'm just keeping myself awake at 2 a.m, driving along, thinking about Warhammer.
Well, you have a lot. I got to give you. Ben liked Magic a lot. He liked spending money on it, and he liked building, and he liked losing a whole lot. he did that all the time. He must have loved it. Now, with Warhammer, on the other hand, he has invested a lot more time. He has showed me his list building on the list building app. That was just, he's like, "Want to see my lists?" And just kept going to the list. I was like, "Do you have these armies?" No. Does it matter?
They're all the armies I already have.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, they're all salamanders, white scars, and like a handful of Tau lists, but they're all just brewing ideas, seeing what point cost. Is it unreasonable to have 45 Vanguard vets with jump packs because I actually have the models for it, or do I need to what do I have to fit in there? Okay, and then as I'm doing something like that, I'm like, oh, this is so awesome! I've got 4 librarians and 35 Vanguard vets. And this would be so great. I can deep strike the whole thing. And then I go, oh, I've got to have half my units on the table. All right, so 3 predators. And then I start just, I like to brew lists. I like to, and you were the one that told me I had to do that, Jonathan. You were like, just sit around making lists. You just
dude. That's what I did. I list built. And then okay, how's this handle this? Where's the, you just got to do it, because if we had the time to play every day, like TJ, you mentioned Lawrence with Tabletop, great guy. We met him in LVO last year, but he does this for a living. You know what I mean? He builds and he plays, and he's a good ass player, and he knows what he's doing. So we have to build lists to help make up for the time we can't always play, which helps us because yes, it may be math hammer, but at least we're hammering something instead of just be like, let's just guesstimate here. Yeah. At least we're warhammering something. There we go.
Hammering something.
Honestly, I'm careful who I admit this to, because not many people can appreciate it, but I lose sleep over list building. I'll lay down and I'll be like, Chaplain with a jump pack costs 109 points. If I give him a hammer, or if I give him a power fist, how reliable is that power fist actually going to hit? If he's hitting on 2s, rerolling, and I'm sitting there just thinking about stuff like that until 20 minutes later, I'm back up and I'm sitting there typing out and looking at which models I've got, and it's 3 a.m. I'm like, I gotta work. It's bad.
I made fun of TJ about plasma, Ben about his thing, his scouts, and then my thing, dude. I had the biggest thing for power fists. I don't know why. They were so good at the time. Back in 5th edition, everybody had a power fist. Every sergeant had a power fist. And Chaos champion, aspiring hero, champion man had a fist. Ben. You're
Taco Bell says hi.
Jesus.
Banneroth says I lose.
Someone's going to be very upset about that.
Hey, Banneroth says I lose sleep over paint schemes. Bro, you have no idea. I would sit there like almost like MS Paint and be like, click. No, click.
Oh, it was a scary day when I found a I don't remember what the program was.
The pinning out Bolter and Chase Sword.
Yes. Yeah. I found that and I started playing with it. I got to bed very late that evening.
Dude, even Dawn of War, you can customize your units. Bro, I sat there and just the color screen. I didn't even play. I think I played more time on coloring my units before. Yeah, it's bad. But I think that's why I like Death Guard. It helps me level that because I have a shade of green. Maybe white faded with green, and they all look good and they all work. So Nurgle has relieved me of my paint scheme sadness. But when I do a clean army, like those Adeptus Custodes, easy to do the gold, but I'm trying to do it right. And there's 4 layers of gold. And TJ's like, oh, is that all? But no, I got 4 layers of gold, right? And you look at it and you're like, oh, it looks like it's gold with a silver dry brush. No.
Gold.
Yeah, exactly. It's gold. No, there's so many levels.
I had to take a closer look because I couldn't. I was like, this guy does not have as much gold as this guy, but I don't understand how I can see that, and I can't figure out why.
Dude, I'm going to leave one that's just unpainted. That was 2-1 point. So this is what it looked like.
All right, so we rambled on about this. I wanted to bring something up. What do you guys? So we talked a little bit about 2017. What do you guys want to see? What are you guys excited to see for 2018? What would just make your year for you?
I mean, it already been made. We got more.
Okay, so TJ, I don't think you ever talked about what you actually were super psyched about 2017 either.
So 2017, I talked about the fluff, but I'm going to be honest with you. So in 2018, if they said they're going to release 2 Primarchs, right? If one of them's Lionel Johnson or Rogel Dorn, I'll be happy either way. Just one of those 2 would make me so happy, because when it comes down to it, I have a Dark Angels army, so I could use
Did he freeze for anyone else?
And
Did he freeze for anyone else? Or is it just my connection? I didn't hear whatever he said.
Yeah, you're frozen. I mean, you're not frozen. TJ's good.
Okay.
Oh, it was me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go on.
All right. So, like I was saying, so I have a Dark Angels army, and now that the new Dark Angels Codex has dropped, Phil from Glacial Geek's a big Dark Angels player, and he's giving me some tips. So I really want to get my Dark Angels army a little better. But to have Lionel Johnson come out and for me to play him would be tremendous. Just to have him on the battlefield. I mean, I think it'd be so cool to use with like Deathwing and other things. And then the second thing, I mean, if they do release Rogel Dorn, I could play my Obsidian Knights as my Obsidian Knights, a subsector, a successor chapter for the Imperial Fist, and I could use them. And then it would just make me want to actually start like an Imperial Fist 30k army or something like that even more. So I mean, it's just one of those things that like if those are the 2 rumors that they're going to release 2 Primarchs, if it's one of those 2 Primarchs, I'll be really happy this year. And I think another thing for 2018, I want to see the story progress more. I mean, honestly, I just want to see the 40k universe move forward instead of being like stagnant like it was for the first 17 years of me playing this freaking game,
So TJ, why is that? You don't have a whole black library behind you, do you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, no.
So maybe one day I'll do a black library segment of what I have for books.
Here's my entire black library.
Yeah, it is.
Fluff.
No, I mean, me, I'm a big fluff person, so I've read a lot of stuff. I have a lot of audiobooks. But, I mean, for them to just move the story forward is just mind-boggling to me.
TJ's being humble. He's being very humble. And I thought to a level of, man, I read a lot of wiki. I read a lot of Warhammer wiki. I read the stuff in my books of the codexes. I read a lot about the battles and horse heresy stuff. I know my stuff. And TJ's like, well, did you hear about this really convoluted story that's really like 300 pages in on the second paragraph? No. Well, let me tell you about it because you're wrong. And then I'm like, oh. And then I go to TJ's house and I see an entire library. And he gets every CD that comes in. So he's being humble. TJ is the fluff master.
No, okay. I'm not. There's other people that are better than me.
Oh, God. Humble. There he is again. Look at him being humble.
Hey, we met Mark. Remember Mark?
Mark knows his stuff.
Mark knows his stuff.
Mark's not coming, man. I'm sad.
I know. I'm sorry that Mark's not coming.
Not like that, but to LVO.
I know. Well, hopefully maybe we can see him another time, or we can go over there and visit him.
Yeah, I know. He's got business. He's got business to take care of.
But, sorry. Since we are talking about LVO, I wanted to bring up one other thing.
Oh.
So if you haven't checked out Tabletop Tactics, go do it. Lawrence just dropped another campaign, and it is epic for Tabletop Tactics. Like, Ben, you want to do a campaign? Go watch the first episode, and that's how you do a campaign.
Awesome. I mean, yes.
It is beautiful. He did a whole intro. All the characters are named. He's writing his own data slates. It is epic. I mean, to be honest with you, I want to ask Lawrence if, can we play your campaign on our channel? Because it's that good. To be honest with you, it is that good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Ben, if you want to do research on campaigns, I know you want to do one. Go look at that. Just look at it and you'll be like, that's what we need to do. So,
okay, I like it. Hell yeah.
But seriously, go look at it. And, I know probably most of the people that are subscribed to our channel do watch Tabletop Tactics, but go do it because that campaign, the way he does the campaign, is epic.
I was just gonna say, Niles had said he was talking about what he wanted. He wanted the Tau and the Jakari codexes and toss in the Harley Quinn too. Now, bro, I love my Dark Eldar. That became one of my favorite armies back in 7th. That was like, oh, so good. I haven't played in 8th yet, and I think it's because I'm scared to play them because I need to learn how to play them correctly again because they are not an easy army to play. That is probably the hardest army I have picked up, and that is why I liked it because it was so challenging. I really liked playing them. There wasn't a point and click. They're super light and fluffy, and if you shot a bolter shot in their direction, they explode. And I liked it a lot.
You're a masochist.
Well, I guess I play Dark Eldar, so yeah.
On that same vein, 2018, I really cannot wait to see the Tau Codex. I'm speculating it's going to be soon because nothing changed in chapter approved. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that actually, I've played Jonathan's Dark Eldar a couple of times. I think it was still technically 7th, and none of it was filmed or anything. It's such a cool army. I really can't wait to see him. I've been begging him to play on the channel for a while, but
yeah, I'll probably bring him back soon.
I want to see it.
I gotta do it up right though.
Yeah. The other thing I'd really like to see, since I'm already on my soapbox, I really, really want to see my Primarch come back, Vulcan. Have they ever done a model for Vulcan? I know there's a 30K model, so.
Oh,
but I've seen Russ.
Dead, dude.
Huh?
Vulcan's dead, man. He's never
Vulcan's not dead.
He's dead, dude.
Oh,
Sorry, man.
Vulcan's not. Why do you want to pee my Cheerios? Why?
Yeah, Vulcan's dead, dude. Horrible, man. He died. Horrible death.
Yeah, he did die a horrible death a bunch of times because he's perpetual. Is that what they're called? I actually don't remember what they're called. Perpetual? Where they just keep coming back to life over and over?
What?
Immortal?
Goldmine Game said Vulcan has a 40K model as well.
Vulcan has a 40K model? Talking about Vulcan has Stan?
It says Vulcan is perpetual.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
I don't know what the correct. I was asking for the.
He froze, didn't he?
He did again.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good pro screen. Did you see him? He's like,
Yeah, he froze.
that was awesome.
Niles said he's not dead.
I know. I'm just joking. I just wanted to mess with Ben so bad because it's so easy to mess with Ben when it comes to fluff.
But Niles also did say Tau players actually have to think. And
Yes, I've been told that.
that is not Ben's strong suit.
That's true.
Yes, Vulcan coming back would be cool. I have to agree with you on Ben that to see Vulcan come back in the 40K universe would be epic. Because in the 30K so far on the Horus Heresy books I've read up on the 30K books, he's lost his effing mind.
Nice.
I've
Because
tried.
Night Haunter? Is that his? Yeah, Night Haunter killed him so many times, just over and over again, that Vulcan lost his mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
eventually-
so he is perpetual.
He gets it back eventually, but seriously, like he was like epically out of his mind. He was like trying to kill anyone and everyone he saw.
Yeah. Did he try and kill Gilliman?
Oh yeah, he almost did too. He was beating the shit out of him. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, he's like running all over Ultramar, like, oh, I'm gonna kill everything.
they're gonna put him in a Hellbrute.
Huh?
That's what, Hellbrutes are crazy, and they put them in the Hellbrutes because of dreadnoughts or whatever, and they put their body in the Hellbrute, and they go nuts. They're just gonna put him in. He's gonna be chaos.
No. Salamanders, not Dark Angels.
Do you see how he diverted that? He pointed it back to TJ.
Yeah.
What, Dark Angels? I mean, you keep on saying they're heretics, but they're not.
look at TJ's good sus. He's like,
They're not. I mean, when you read the fluff in the Codex, they're not. I mean, yeah, the Fallen did go bad, but I mean, yeah, Luther went a little. You know who Luther reminds me of?
Lex.
No. Petarabo. Perturbo. What is his name for the Iron Warriors? Perturbo, whatever his name is.
Is it Perturabo?
Yeah. I mean, he reminds me of him so much. He's like, Daddy's mean to me, doesn't want me to be with him. He likes the Imperial Fist better. I'm going to cry.
Shots
Oh,
fired.
Horace, you want me to be on your team? I'll be on your team. Sorry, that's my Iron Warrior speech.
Dude, Iron Warriors and Perturabo, that I was almost wanting to start that army. Like, it just, I don't know what it is. The steel and the caution tape. It was like, ooh, this looks neat. And plus, Perturabo looks so badass. He's just spewing lead everywhere. Like, that's just a blah 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 gunfire. Like, he's like a tank.
See, for me,
tank.
that's the coolest part of them, right?
Yeah.
Their models and their theme and everything is awesome. But in fluff, they're portrayed like little babies.
Oh.
Like when you read the fluff, they're just like angry. They're like, you know who it is? It's like Kylo Ren in the first Star Trek Star Wars movie. He's just like, why is he so whiny? What is wrong with his emo-ness?
He's called Star Trek?
Daddy's mean.
Well, that's 3 subs right there.
Oh my god.
What happened?
You called it Star Trek.
Sorry, messed up. My bad.
We are experiencing technical difficulty.
Oh.
Somebody disable the chat real quick.
But seriously, like in Star Wars, like seriously, Perturabo reminds me of Kylo Ren. It's like just
We lost
whiny.
2 live viewers, TJ.
Huh?
Just so you know. 2 live viewers cut off, okay?
Oh, I know.
If I wasn't broadcasting, I would have ended it.
Well, we all know Star Trek's better than Star Wars, so it's okay.
Huh?
Oh,
There's some heresy afoot.
oh my god.
Heresy.
You are a Dark Angel player.
But you really think Star Wars is better than Star Trek?
Yes,
Oh my-
unequivocally, yes.
Oh, we're not going to get on this argument.
Oh,
That is,
Not taking that exit on the freeway.
All right,
oh,
Felipe,
gosh.
2018. What you excited for?
I want to see more new sculpts. I want to see Chaos Space Marine sculpts. I want to see Demon sculpts. Basically, the stuff that hasn't gotten a new sculpt for 5 editions now, like Abaddon, same pose, same size.
Yeah. Yeah, Abaddon's not he's lame. It's a lame model.
Now that we have a new Primarch size, base defined, Abaddon's going to be a little bit bigger than that because he's got Terminator armor and the rack on his back.
Yep.
But, something like this needs to happen. I kind of figured they would have kind of pushed him out early this 8th edition.
Yeah. Yeah, especially he's supposed to be in charge of the whole Black Crusade thing. You think he'd be kind of like the Chaos poster child, but he's not,
Well, maybe the entire Chaos conglomerate said, hey, these last 13 or so haven't really gone so well. Maybe we should get a new leader.
Ooh.
I mean, we've all seen the Book of Victories from the 12th previous Crusades, right? See that bookshelf? It's got nothing in it.
I actually, I was thinking Lionel Johnson would be a good guy for it.
To take over? Yeah. Or maybe Luther takes over because he's now not on the Rock anymore.
Did you guys see the fake Lehman Russ Demon Primarch data sheet that somebody put out? Very creative. I thought I liked that.
You mean that wasn't real?
You mean like the way it had the Karn traits on it?
Dude, it got to a point where I saw pictures where they went to different gradients and they're like, you see the different gradients? That shows Photoshop. And I was like, wow, somebody went through a lot of trouble to prove that it was fake.
You couldn't
it was
tell?
probably just like a big troll thing. I mean, it was good. I liked it.
It was funny.
I was laughing. I was like, I called it. They're traitors. And honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing something happen. I mean, they're pushing the story forward. Hey, let's have some.
It would be really cool. It would be really cool to see like a splinter faction from one of the main, from one of the main chapters go chaos this late in the game. However,
Like the white scars.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Everyone did anyways.
Dude,
They were kind of on the fence when the whole thing went down.
Niles, for you, chap. That is so good. If you guys aren't reading the live, which it won't be posted, unfortunately, but he says, it's all right, TJ. My wife makes the same mistake, and we're talking about the calling Star Wars Star Trek. And he says, my wife makes the same mistake. My wife, which comparing to a female who is probably not very nerdy, and he said, punish yourself. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Hey, in my defense, I actually just watched Into the Darkness like last night, so like it was on my mind. So I do apologize. I am a huge Star Wars fan and Star Trek fan, but still, sorry. It was horrible.
I know. It is quite funny because TJ knows right above my desk, my whole thing in my cube, Star Wars, everything. Toys, everything.
Yep. He does love a Star Trek. I did it again. Just he does
like
love
the
Star Wars,
middle
like, in general, man. Like seriously, like Jonathan is such an Imperial fan. It's ridiculous.
Yes. You remember that time he tried to convince me the Emperor was a good guy? He's like, oh, he sat there and he goes, no, but think about it. The Empire, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, whoever said they were the bad guys, it was just shot from the rebels' point of view. And I go, hey, man, wait, what was that guy's name? The senator, the main bad guy in the series. And he goes, oh, Emperor Palpatine. I was like, you mean the main bad guy that you're trying to defend? You just admitted he was the main bad guy?
Okay, my argument with this, so we're over our tangent, so it's fine. We're over our time, which is a little longer. All right, so my argument with this, okay, is let's throw out Rogue One, okay? Because that changed things. So
what?
It did not.
Whoa. Rogue One's canon.
Hold on.
Hella canon.
Okay, so you have the Empire, which is the government, correct, right? It is a government. It is a utilitarian government, but it is a government. Now, the rebels are what? What would they be called?
Terrorists.
They were called that
Fighters.
in the original series. They were called that in the first movie.
Yes.
Terrorists.
Exactly.
Freedom fighters and terrorists are synonymous depending on which side you're on.
Okay, so now we're going to go back what Travis is. Who writes history? The winners. So who won? The rebels. So they wrote history. Everything in the Star Wars is stating everything of history, and they're saying how bad the Empire is.
What
Are you tracking?
What did Darth Vader say to Luke?
Lots of things.
It was like the whole thing, like the Sith motto: "Come over to the dark side."
Okay, just because it has a name, a title.
Oh,
doesn't mean anything.
we're gonna call it the dark side, the evil side of the Force, but that don't mean nothing.
You know
That's
why?
fake news, guys.
You have to dig deep to find it. It's darker, and then instead of surface, which is the light side of the Force.
All right, now I've got to chime in because I myself, I'm a Star Wars nerd also. And I just throw this out here, but let's see. Not even rebels. Let's just talk about the Jedi. The Jedi are evil, flat out. Think about it.
The Jedi are not
every
perfect.
child in the Republic for the midichlorian count. If it's too high, they rip the child out of the family. They no longer have contact with that family anymore.
Boom.
Kidnapping, brainwashing, because now they're literally being taught.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
It's a religion.
Jedi is a religion. It's a cult.
A religion. So now you've got this group of people that are taking children from their families, brainwashing them into a certain way of thinking. And come on, is that not evil?
I can combat that. You ready?
Come on.
What would you do to get a lightsaber? Because for me, I'd give up my family, my way of thinking.
Argument invalid.
I'm gonna say I just gotta say one thing about the Empire, which settles it all. They destroyed a planet with how many soldiers? They had over what, like 30,000 soldiers stationed on there, and they just decided, oh, let's blow up a planet, or like let's test our new weapon and just kill a whole planet, just kill a whole society of just innocent people, and let's destroy them all.
Who's that?
Let me try that.
What? Hold on. Who's that sound like in the 40k universe? Is that? Is that the Space Marines? Is that what they do?
No.
I think that's what they do.
Exterminatus?
Yes, that is exactly what Horus did.
Jonathan, I just want to point out that your entire argument was already stated by a character in the Star Wars universe. And I think his pouty little whiny face said, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. You stand. Of course, and I hate it. That's what you're basing your entire argument on right now. You know that, right?
Now, the Sith way of thinking, in a way. Think about this. Let's say you know for a fact somebody on this one world, you don't know who it is, you don't know how old they are, but that person, within the next, say, 60 years, is going to cause a large-scale conflict. Billions of worlds will be destroyed, lives lost, unmeasurable. You've got a choice. Destroy the planet and everybody on it, or let it happen.
Yep.
Why do you have to destroy the entire planet?
You don't know who it is, so you cannot, there's no way for you to find out exactly the person, but you know the person is on the planet.
Can't find the rat in the barn, burn down the barn.
So you're telling me your technology can verify for a fact that there is a person on this planet that's going to destroy some bunch of crap, but your technology sucks so bad it can't predict the future that well to give you an exact longitude and latitude?
Do you wipe the planet out, or you let it happen and lose even more?
Exactly. They're Tau for the greater good. They were trying to stop a rebellion. Simple as that. Just cut it out. And the people who died were all in the military. And Ben, what do you know when you signed up for the military? You were willing to give your life. And they did. They gave the ultimate price to make sure that the rebellion didn't happen. And unfortunately, that little snake slithered out and started the rebellion. Just saying.
Jonathan? So what you're telling me in episode 3, that the emperor took over the Republic and made it into an empire, and then went to the Jedi Temple and slaughtered all the children. That's okay with you?
No, it's not. But you do. The problem is
what? There is no
genocide,
man. That was like the Nazis just going to say, "I'm going to kill all the Jews and just kill them for no reason."
No, but they were brainwashed soldiers.
Because he hated them. They were kids.
Brainwashed kids.
Scared. They were kids.
Brainwashed kids.
They were not brainwashed yet. They were still kids. And they went in and slaughtered every single kid.
I think they just wanted to show
That's
how.
Okay with you? That says a lot about your character right now.
Woohoo!
Am I right, Ben?
Yeah, Ben. Is he right?
Yardstick. I'm watching. I see that 30k Vulcan. I have one. I was really confused because I knew there was Vulcanistan. I wasn't sure if there was a Vulcan model for 40k. I was really confused about that. Glad you clarified.
So Jonathan, if it was okay to slaughter children, that is fine.
Yes, I slaughtering of children. This is my favorite part.
Justify that. Justify it. Justify it.
They weren't children.
They weren't?
What? Padawans, correct? Which is the low level of the Jedi ranking.
Huh?
What would you call a low-ranking human?
That'd be like going to kill your daughter because she was living in a temple. Would that be okay with you?
I wouldn't know about it because she'd be away from my family and in a temple.
Yes, but that would be okay with you if someone just a group of soldiers just went in and just killed your daughter.
This is getting really twisted, man. Like
I know it's a little personal now.
We're taking this beyond the Star Wars.
Like them just slaying this little one. That'd be totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, let's change subjects. It's getting real personal now. Instead of a make-believe universe, we're being for reals.
No, I'm just saying, man. That's how evil the Empire was.
You're being for reals.
No, I'm not.
Let's link this back to 40k. So you're saying the Imperial forces are evil then in 40k because they
the Imperials are horrible.
One heretic.
They kill kids.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, the Imperium as it is now is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, the way I see it, like the Emperor, you know, they've done some really awful stuff. 10,000 psychers a day to keep the Emperor alive. That guy is bad news. I'm gonna go worship the guy who has a pile of skulls and request more.
And Chaos are the rebels.
Let's put it this way. Right now in the 40k universe, no matter what side of the street you are on, is horrible. There is no good part of the 40k universe.
Yeah, but one side offers gifts.
Huh?
One side offers gifts.
The gift of Nurgle, no more pain.
Dude, it's horrible. Like, oh, I'm going to give myself up to Nurgle, and then a demon just possesses my body explodes, and a demon pops out. That's awesome.
You're worshiping the wrong god.
That's what happens with Nurgle. That's what happens with
a hit or miss too, though.
And then the Nurgle and the demon will pop out of your body.
Yardstick said orcs equal good.
I'll go with Slanesh, and I'll never leave the house again.
But see, Slanesh is hit or miss because they take the pleasure with the pain.
Yeah.
So they could just turn on you and rape you to death with big spikes, or you could be on the other end of the party. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Zinch, man. Zinch would be horrible.
Yeah.
Eyeballs everywhere.
Change. I mean, all of a sudden you just like look over and you're like, oh, there's a third eye on my arm. Interesting.
Can you see out? That could be handy. Does it have to blink? Do I need a lot of Visine?
I don't know. That would just be random.
See, Papa Nurgle, however, I mean, he's a bro. I mean, he just big hugs, takes you in, like loves you.
Have you read the original, the fluff from Rogue Trader on Nurgle?
No. I know what he's doing with what's her name
to spread the plagues, and then as people are in this basically torturous agony.
Oh yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Their lives, but what does Nurgle do? He extends their life so he can enjoy their suffering.
Well, he actually.
Wait a minute.
Join Nurgle, he takes away the pain. You have a choice. You can die from the agony and pain,
not the
or you can join them, and then he takes it away.
You mean like? I think didn't that happen in actual human history? Like, what was it? The Romans took the Christians and they put them into like a pit with tigers, and they were like, "Hey, denounce your God, and we won't make the tigers eat you."
Yeah, but he's not making you denouncing your God. He's wanting you to accept him.
You don't see any parallels there at all?
I think the fairest one's got to be Khorne. Khorne's the fairest god out there.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, it's not really about like
you fight well and you kill people.
You're dead or you're not.
Yeah, you're either dead or you're not. I mean, it's simple.
I mean, you got a point. You got a solid point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of like either kill or be killed.
You know, Jonathan, when you're driving, we're talking on the phone. You're in Houston traffic, man. You definitely sound like you are on Khorne's side.
Jonathan's all like, "Slaughter, priest."
Oh, I wish. Anyway, holy crap, we went over 22 minutes to be exact.
Yay.
Yeah, so I think we should wrap it up since we went on an awesome tangent. It was fun tangent, and happy 3 years to FNP Wargamers. I can't believe I've been doing it this long. Like, I had to look back. I'm like, oh, 2014.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
So, anyway, we can't do it without all the people, you guys who are watching, all of our supporters, and the FNP team. If I was a one-man show, I'd have a hard time. Now, Phil, with the Glacial Geek, that man, phenomenal. By himself, and he's like 8,000 subs. Dude's a champ.
And that beard.
Yeah. Here.
I can't wait to meet him in LVO.
I know. I'm excited. We're going to hang out.
Yep. That'll be cool.
Yep.
It's gonna be at the end of next month, 27th.
I know.
Yep.
Yep. End of January.
I'm telling you now, get as many practice games in as you can from here till the week before, and don't change your lists. That's one piece of advice I got from friends playing other games. Get to the point you know everything by hand, and you got to play that list. Even if you don't like the list at first, play it, and keep playing it. Once you're comfortable with how that list works, then start swapping things out.
I feel like he's shooting me with just like a gun going off because
I know he was giving the dad like, hey,
He's giving the TI hand, the knife hand from basic training.
yeah.
That's a good point, though. That's a good point. Like, I mean, once you see it fail a couple times, you know what to worry about. You might not need to actually take something out. You might just need to avoid putting yourself in that situation again.
Yep. Well, don't forget we're going to have that gaming extravaganza sometime this month with all of us coming here.
The Pokemaster.
The Pokemon tournament. Hush.
Oh God, no Pokemon.
40K.
Only if Jonathan plays my favorite character, Bulbasaur.
Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Hey, big thanks tonight for.
Jonathan plays a deck with Bulbasaur, and that's his favorite character. I will play.
Okay, I'll make it happen.
Oh,
I want to take a second and definitely thank everybody in the live chat for all the participation. It's been pretty awesome. We've been really off topic, so we may not have been paying attention as much as we should. But thanks.
Yeah, you know what? I want to do that. So I want to thank Goldmine Games, Jason Daniels. Let's see. We have Travis. We know Travis. We work with him. Niles.
Is that Niles or Nils?
Nils?
Yep.
Okay, Nils. We got Megan, which is my cousin, by the way. We have Banneroth and
Jason. Jason was hanging out earlier.
Yeah, Jason. Yep. Jason's been. I mentioned him at the top. He's actually been at the top. He's been here early. He actually said He said congratulations to our 3 years. We are one of the few Battle Report channels he still watches. So we really appreciate that, man. That actually means a lot because there's a ton of them out there now. And Yardstick. And I think that's
T.J.Collier.
Well, those are us. And we do have one Patreon supporter who is awesome. We actually did meet him at LVO 2017.
Super awesome.
Yeah. So thanks, man. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
And he did put it. He paid for the portion where he can actually be part of the chat.
Yep.
So Brent, appreciate it, man. Appreciate your support. And, glad you're in the chat with us, and he can communicate with us on a daily basis. So if you guys want to talk to us and just BS with us, we're pretty much on Messenger all day. We'll add you to the group. You just got to support us on Patreon. So be sure to check that out.
Yep.
And if you can't support us monetarily, which is absolutely fine,
correct.
Just chat with us on Facebook. Send us pictures of your army. Tell us what you want to see. That is support too, and we appreciate every bit of support we get. So,
and that is on the FNP community page on Facebook.
Yep,
that's our wide open community page. So definitely go there and and then you can talk with us, and we answer anything on that chats. People put pictures of everything, and we'll definitely comment and talk to you on there too as well. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
or comment on the videos.
Yep.
Any comments, anything, we're always watching. We get notifications, we get emails, and so be sure to try to comment back for you guys. And we do appreciate all the support, the likes, the dislikes. They're all great to have, and we do appreciate you guys. So again, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Yep. See y'all next Tuesday, guys.
Bye.
Next Tuesday.